Shazam! Welcome back to Hot Tub Talks. I want to talk about Shazam. I love
we
Shazam.
talk about Shazam?
Yes. Welcome back to Hot Tub Talks. I'm your host, Chip.
And I'm Wade, and unfortunately, our sweet little Bear is sick.
I'm gonna cry.
We don't have him here.
I'm gonna cry, but that
We
doesn't
have a
mean I'm
pillow.
on the couch.
We have a pillow with googly eyes
Yeah.
between us.
Yeah, but I do get to join the couch today. Usually I'm on the chair over there, but yes, welcome back. I have a hot take when it comes to Shazam.
Hot take?
I have a hot take. I think Shazam is the best thing that DC has come out with in their movies. Like with the Snyderverse specifically.
With the
I think-
Snyderverse?
Yes,
That's pretty hot take.
I think Shazam 1 and 2 are the best things that ever came out of the Snyderverse.
I disagree because it's the Suicide Squad, James Gunn's.
I have not seen that. To be
Okay.
fair.
That movie is incredible.
Okay.
I even think, and you know how much I love Guardians of the Galaxy,
Right.
it gives both of those movies a run for their money.
Really?
It's really good. But so yeah, you'll have to see it. But yeah,
Yeah. Okay, barring that one, which I haven't
yeah.
seen, and I guess I was looking into it. I haven't seen a lot of DC movies because
I think I've seen all of them
bad.
at least once. At least like the DCEU or whatever it's called.
but I haven't seen the bad ones because I watched Batman vs Superman.
I've only
fine.
Yeah, it's
whatever.
okay.
I've seen bits of Man of Steel. It's been a really long time.
Man of Steel. As much as I hate Snyder, I will give it credit. Man of Steel's a great movie.
I think it's really good.
And
yeah.
that's why I don't understand why everything else went off the rails.
Right,
I really
yeah.
like Man of Steel, but I
Yeah.
hate everything else.
My biggest problem with Man of Steel is that I love Superman as like a symbol of hope and like a happy I'm gonna
Well,
save it.
he like grows
And
into
he's
it by
so
the end of Man of
brooding.
Well, no, he grows into that symbol of hope by Man of Steel, and then he just goes back to being brooding. in the
Oh,
other
that's really
movies.
lame.
So that's the problem I have with it. So
Okay,
Man of
that's
Steel was a
cool.
good basis, and then they ruined it.
Yeah, that's my least favorite part of Justice League. Is at the very start, it's got two kids, and they're like, "Hello, Superman. What does the S on your whatever
Oh,
mean?"
that's
and he
just we
And he
don't.
looks at him, and he's like, I'm like, "Come on, Superman. You're like, I am
Yeah.
hope an American way or whatever."
Yeah.
I hate it. So Man of Steel, I haven't watched him forever, but I think I can still say it
You should give it another chance.
I should.
It is good. It is
because I do think it is good.
I will give props where props is due.
Batman vs Superman was bad. I mean, it was
It
fine.
is. It
but
is
like,
bad.
It's bad.
Snyder, like Justice League.
Justice League is bad.
Yeah, Justice League is bad. Snyder's Justice League is okay, but still pretty bad.
Yeah, it's still not.
It's
Here's
still
my
not
thing.
great. It's just way too long.
I think it's good, and it could be really great, but I do not give a movie credit for coming out and then listening to everybody's feedback and then re-releasing.
to be
where you
fair,
have
yeah,
hindsight.
they,
And I
did,
know-
they didn't reshoot anything for
I
it.
know
That's
that
what it
he
was
says-
supposed to be.
Okay,
Yeah.
two things. First of all, I know that he says this is my original vision. Batman, Superman, bull crap. No way. Like, there's no way that was his original vision. You know what I mean? Like, he definitely took some of the backlash and was like, let's do this and this and this.
Yeah.
Second of all, they shot a ton, and editing is powerful. So,
Yeah.
like, even
And
if they didn't
Snyder's
reshoot
he's
anything,
one of those directors who likes to shoot a lot
Yeah.
and then fix in post.
you can kind of edit a lot of stuff into whatever you want. So
Yeah.
even if they did only shoot that, like, you can still change a lot with editing.
Yeah.
So Justice League Snyder Cut was good
What else
and
is there?
great, but I can't give it enough.
And then there's the original Suicide Squad, which
I didn't
is
see that one.
trash.
I didn't see that one.
Don't waste your time. It's
Okay.
terrible.
Okay, because
Trash.
that's what I figured.
First Wonder Woman's actually really good. A lot of people were
Okay,
raving
I
about
keep
it.
forgetting about that one.
A lot of people were raving about it when it came out, and I was never on board with it because I think it's 2/3 of a great movie. The last third of the movie almost
I totally agree.
It's like The Wolverine, you know, the one where he's in Japan.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
2/3 of a great movie.
Yeah.
Like you're on board, and then the third act completely just falls on its face, and
Yeah,
it
no.
pisses me off.
yeah.
Pisses me off.
I totally agree. I think this is a theory I came out with right at the beginning of when Wonder Woman came out. But I figured that early on in the development of Wonder Woman, they had this story of her coming to terms that, like, the Greek gods that she looks up to or whatever they are wasn't actually changing the hearts of men, and that some people just do bad things. But then the studio, Warner Brothers, was like, oh, we got to make a bad guy. You got to fight the bad guy. So they wrote in, actually, he does exist.
Yeah.
And he's Ron Weasley's dad, and
Yeah.
you have to fight him now. So it's kind of tacked in there, but it's not.
And
like,
it's like he should have been it's like the recent Disney twist villains. It just doesn't work as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, those other two like German baddies that are literally just bad soldiers making all the poison.
Yeah.
Why were they in there? They were terrible.
Yeah.
They were horrible. Just make it Ares from the beginning, and the whole goal is her trying to figure out who Ares is, and then like focus on that better.
Exactly.
It's the god of war.
So I really feel like he's been. I get it.
Yeah.
I was just playing.
Yeah.
No, it feels just really tacked on, but not in a way that's like last second reshoots, but in a way that's last second script revisions.
Definitely.
You know. So that's my problem with Wonder Woman. But other than that, it's really good.
Wonder Woman's really solid.
I just
movie.
like Shazam.
And then,
better, I think.
And then what else?
84.
And then there was
Wonder Woman
84. We don't talk about.
I watched about half of it.
I've seen it once in theaters, and I am like, I'm physically sick at how bad that movie was.
Yeah,
even with the cast it has, with like Kristen Wiig as Cheetah, and then like Pedro Pascal. Like, how do you waste that?
Yeah, I gotta rewatch that. Just
no,
like,
no, you don't.
Well, I want to see it through because I don't.
No.
You know, I don't have finished movies.
That's true.
And this one I have finished.
So, I guess you haven't even seen Cheetah because she's like so tacked on and only in the movie for like 2 minutes.
But yeah, it's no good.
Then,
it's no good.
And then Aquaman. I actually like Aquaman more than most people do.
I also watched half of Aquaman actually, and I did like it.
Solid.
I did like it.
And
but
then
I think we watched Alien
here's
instead.
their first point of contention of the night. I hate the first Shazam movie.
Really?
It's the plot goes in circles, and like as much as I love Zachary Levi, like. It's just,
dude, he's great.
Yeah, I love him, and he's the bright spot of that movie, but, like, nothing happens, and I hate the villain in that movie, and it's just, like, I feel like nothing happens for that movie until the last 30 minutes.
I feel like
But then versus the second Shazam, great. I don't understand the hate.
Oh, it's amazing, and we'll get
really
there. We'll
good.
get there. The first one I liked...
And Shazam's one of my favorite DC characters.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot of the first one, to be fair. But
because
I
it's not that memorable.
That's the thing. But that's why I don't hate it. Like, the reason I like Shazam is because it's a very middle-of-the-road Marvel movie. And I just enjoy it. It's like, it's kind of more comfort food of it.
Yeah.
It's got some good moments. I like the Shazam thing. I like when he says Shazam and turns into Zachary Levi. Like, it's...
Shazam's one of my favorite characters.
It's cool.
In DC.
The thing I don't
Marvel
like the
bros
most...
first and foremost, but I do love DC.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. All my favorite DC characters are the most random ones. They're like Shazam, Green Lantern, Blue Beetle, Green Arrow.
You know there's going to be a Blue Beetle movie.
Yeah,
right?
it is coming out this year.
This year. That's so soon for a movie that I know nothing about.
Yeah. Well, apparently the trailer's supposed to drop in front of Super Mario Bros.
Oh, sick.
So in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Man, that's another one that I feel like it was so far away when it was announced. I'm like, oh, the Mario Bros. movie.
It's just like, I think DC just had such success with a lot of their animated shows, like especially like throughout the 90s, and just Teen Titans. Like, everyone in our generation knows Teen Titans.
I know of them. I don't know if I ever watched it, but
and even Teen Titans Go is so fun. Dude, my dog is named Raven after Raven in Teen Titans.
Nice. That's awesome. So yeah, the first Shazam, my biggest gripe with the first Shazam was the bad guys were ugly looking.
They're terrible.
They're just gray, massive gargoyles, whatever they are.
Even like the main bald guy was terrible.
I genuinely do not remember that guy.
He's terrible.
So that's what I'll say. I didn't like the bad guy because it was just kind of bleh, and I don't like that. It's just
we forgot an entire movie.
What?
Birds of Prey.
That's all. It crossed my mind, and I didn't say it.
I've only seen it once, but I remember enjoying it.
I didn't see Birds of Prey.
I don't remember much about it. It was actually pretty enjoyable.
I was working at the theater when Birds of Prey came out.
It was actually Birds of Prey is solid, but still.
But not as good as Shazam. And now we get to the newest Shazam, which even though I think it's fine,
I think I liked it better than Ant-Man.
Yeah, it's better than Quantumania.
Yeah.
Quantumania.
But like I not by much. It's not like there were any like roaring like I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so many emotions right now. It's just kind of like I just sat there like blankly staring at the screen, which to be fair has been a lot of recent movies for me, not just superhero movies.
Yeah.
Aside from Creed, dude, Creed got me hyped up.
I have not seen
Creed 3 was so good.
Yeah.
And then of course now Jonathan Majors is.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No, what?
Jonathan Majors got arrested yesterday
for
assaulting
really?
his girlfriend.
Oh my gosh. That's insane.
Bad.
He was at like the top of everything.
Yeah, he's been everywhere.
Oh my god.
It's bad. Very bad.
That's horrible.
Like Marvel's whole plans are really screwed right now.
Oh yeah, because he's
king.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's very bad.
Call. Hang on. Hello, Mom. You're on the podcast.
This leather jacket does not belong in the laundry, correct?
No, it does not.
That's what I thought. Thank you.
Thank you, Mom.
Bye.
Yeah. No.
That's horrible.
It's terrible.
Oh my god.
It's horrible.
Hang on, let me do some Googling
Just
here.
Google Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan.
He got arrested and booked and then released, and his reps are claiming that he's innocent. So there's still a lot we don't know, but it's not looking good for him. Then again, everyone was already like similar thing happened to Johnny Depp, and Johnny Depp lost everything, and then he was proven that like no, this chick was full of it.
Still lost everything though.
Yeah, and like that's just a mess.
Actor Jonathan Majors was arrested Saturday in New York following an alleged domestic violence incident. New York City police said that the Keith Reed actor, also he's Kang. Like why would you mention Creed 3 anyway?
Well, that's the most recent
That's
movie
true.
he was in. So yeah.
Was arrested after this 911 call shortly after 11 a.m. 30-year-old woman told police that she had been assaulted. Yeah, that's wild.
Like she did, I think she had like visible bruises on her neck and like possibly a concussion.
Yeah.
But like, again, we don't know.
But we don't know.
We don't know. And who
knows? the Majors attorney.
It was just his variant.
Jonathan
Don't worry,
Majors
guys.
or Majors?
Majors.
Majors.
I thought it was Majors.
Is completely innocent. We are quickly gathering and presenting evidence to the district attorney with expectation that all charges will be dropped imminently, said his attorney. That is insane. If they lose this case, they're screwed.
Oh, they're so screwed.
Like,
even then, this is so much bad press for him.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
I feel like it might be able to be swept under the rug because I didn't really hear about it. And like, if it just gets dropped immediately, like their attorney's hoping, then I think you could kind of. What Ant-Man just came out. He's not going to be in it for a while. I think it'll be okay.
Well, no, he's already booked because he's going to be like because Loki season 2 is still in the middle of filming. And he's going to be in that a lot.
Oh, and now he's in jail.
No, he's already been booked and released. So, like,
but if he gets,
Yeah, he already, but still. So,
that's insane, dude. That sucks.
And if you've seen Creed 3, like, everyone's just like, man, he took that role a little too seriously.
Yeah, I saw a trailer.
Like, dude, he was genuinely
funny.
Terrifying. That's what might be why I like Creed 3 so much. It's just he was so good in it.
Yeah. He's such a good actor.
He was like my favorite up-and-coming dude.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to see you in everything. You're so cool.
Yeah.
I'm so mad.
That is crazy. Yeah, if this actually, like, becomes as bad as it could be, that's the future of the Marvel universe.
Well, here's
right
the
there.
thing: Marvel can just explain it away and say it's a variant, and then recast someone else pretty easy.
They can, dude. There's a whole battle arena full of Jonathan Majors.
I think, yeah.
I mean, like, obviously they can and they will,
can.
but it's gonna be awkward.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a huge.
I've got it. They should recast him with Jerry Trainer.
Yeah. Yeah. The next Kang is just Crazy Steve.
Yeah. No, it's Spencer from iCarly.
No, you're right. But I actually do like Spencer more than Crazy Steve.
Oh, absolutely.
But,
I never watched Drake and Josh.
Really?
I've seen a few clips here and there.
It's hilarious. I think it's.
I never watched it.
I don't know if it's better than iCarly, but
I
it's
love
close.
iCarly.
It's close. iCarly was great though.
But yeah, no, this is bad.
This is really
bad.
Yeah. But anyways, Shazam. I want to talk about Shazam.
Shazam.
I love Shazam. This movie was fantastic.
Bro.
I loved it.
Me in my sexist pigness.
Yes.
There's a beautiful woman in this movie, and in every scene that she's not in, there's a different beautiful woman in this movie. So it was awesome!
Are you talking about that old lady grandma way?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I like genuinely liked it. Like,
I
love the cast. And
I still think as far as superhero movies go, when factoring into like Marvel, it's still middle of the road. It's still fine.
I don't know. I was just like pleasantly surprised just because like my expectations were so low.
But that's the thing.
And maybe that's the thing. It's like when your expectations are low for a movie and it just ends up being okay. You're like, that was awesome.
Well, that's
it's
my
like
thing. It's very pleasant.
There's a couple movies I think of like that. I remember distinctly. Have you ever seen Storks?
No, I haven't.
I
mix it up with Boss Baby all the time. It's the same movie to me.
No, so I remember like my mom and my brother were out of town, so it was just like me, my youngest brother, my dad, and we were like, bro, we got nothing to do this weekend. We're like, let's just wander around the mall and let's go see Storks. And me and my dad, like we usually like are not the ones who get a ton of candy at movie theaters, but that day he's like loading up. He's like, this movie's gonna suck. You want extra licorice?
Yeah.
So we go in, and mostly for my little brother, because he was a kid at the time, and we're like, he'll like it. So we're sitting there, and I'm got my big old monster Slurpee and like my licorice and my popcorn. And we were dying. It was so fun. Me and my dad were like, bro, we thought this movie was going to suck, and it was so good.
That's awesome. That was the same kind of thing. Me and the boys, it's one of the only times me and like the homies here like went to see a movie. We also saw the Ratchet and Clank movie, which was also pretty good.
Interesting.
But we watched Angry Birds, and that movie is so much funnier than any right to be.
It's so much funnier when you're with the boys.
Yeah. Angry Birds is hilarious. It's Josh Gad is fantastic.
It was. I haven't seen the
movie.
second one.
I haven't either. So
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
remember.
funny.
We watched
but no.
it at this old theater before it got turned
Honestly, it's maybe a decent family movie night. You can watch Storks because you got all the littles. They'd probably like it.
Yeah.
Storks, good movie.
Yeah.
Good movie. Very funny.
Anyway, Shazam.
Shazam.
Well, because there's this one part that I really loved in Shazam. Because for most of it, I think it's pleasant.
I love Shazam. And there's a dragon.
I love
dragons.
And it's cool. One thing I loved, and this is something that I think Shazam did differently than Marvel. Like DC did differently than Marvel, but it's not being dark and brooding.
Yeah.
Where that final battle, where he's in the dome and he's like getting the things.
I have mixed feelings about that.
Every shot felt like a comic book page.
It was cool.
It
visually.
was sick looking.
I enjoyed that they let Billy be the hero because he's the main Shazam.
Yeah.
But like the whole point of the movie was families together, and then the third act.
Okay, spoilers
like,
now. We're going spoilers, but
yeah, spoiler alert if you care about Shazam or haven't seen it. Skip 2 and then he'll insert
whatever.
in
I'll
post.
probably insert something.
Why did they suddenly be like, yeah, family, we can only take this guy down together if we're on the same page, and then suddenly they're like, sorry, we're gonna strip everyone else of their powers and only Billy.
I agree that.
So that was my only issue. I'm like, you kind of okay, whatever.
I kind of wish they hadn't depowered everybody before the final battle.
Yeah, and like, okay, now it's solely on Billy, but
but like it was still good. Like it could have been better.
Other minor gripe.
Yeah.
When Wonder Woman showed up, do they have to play that freaking guitar riff every time? It gets annoying and it overpowers. It's a great score, but only if it's in an action scene.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to show up when she's just standing there.
Well, okay.
Like, and then when it's a very somber and like sad scene, and then you just hear I'm like, and she's not even doing anything. She's just standing there with her hands on her hips.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I will say I loved this movie. It was great. It was fantastic.
I did like it a lot.
It was very comfort food-esque. The last 5 minutes nearly destroyed it for me. Like, it was so dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm going to spoil it here. Heavy spoil. I got to show you my cool rocket turned on. Anyways.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, end of the movie. Billy dies. Straight up dead. Right?
Yeah.
He is
Which
sitting
we
under
knew
the
it
tree.
wasn't going to stick.
He's dead. I
knew they dragged it
there
out
was
for
a
a
chance
little
though
longer,
because there's also a chance that Shazam never comes back, which would be tragic.
Yeah.
Because of how James Gunn and everything. So,
yeah.
So anyways, Billy's dead, and I'm thinking maybe they'll do it. Or at least they'll do it.
There's no way they keep him dead, but like keep the rest of the Shazams alive.
Well,
though.
there's also a chance that he's dead, and then later on they'll bring him back. Like in another movie.
Yeah.
Like they did that with Superman.
That was stupid, though.
It was dumb.
Like, the death of Superman is not a comic arc that you adapt in the second movie.
No.
That's like that's like if you did like freaking like that's one of the huge Superman comic arcs.
Yeah.
And you're doing it in your second movie.
No, I agree.
That's one they should have done like after like at the end of Justice League 3.
Yeah.
And then done like another Superman movie and call it Superman Rebirth.
Yeah.
Like no, that was bad. That was stupid.
I do agree. But I could see them doing a similar thing where he dies in the second one, and then in a third movie or a other movie, they're like, we need Shazam, and then Shazam, right? But I was also prepared for him to come back right there.
Yeah.
Like I also knew, okay, maybe he'll come back. So they go and it's like, oh frick, 3 days later he's still dead. And you're like, well, he's definitely dead,
Yeah.
So they bury him at the Temple of the Gods because he's like, we need to bury him.
How did
in a
they
real
get
place.
there?
Yeah, right. So because the old wizard guy, he's like, he needs to be buried in a place of heroes and gods.
I guess maybe
or
Athena
whatever.
knew how to get there. Oh wait, no, they have
She's
all
never
those.
power back yet.
I know, but she still knows, and the wizard can probably take him through all those doorways. That they had to her
the
lair.
wizard. I would say the wizard.
I would say
everybody's depowered
yeah,
except for the wizard.
Yeah, that probably. I was thinking about that. I'm like, because in their lair that had the whole thing of
Right.
doors, and one of them led to the realm of the
Yeah.
gods. So that's probably how they got there.
But they were
And
all depowered except for the
but
wizard.
the wizard probably
except
just
for the
took
wizard.
them there. Yeah.
So okay, so first of all, at first I was like, why is he being buried here? I mean, I kind of get it, but like, I don't know, man. He's got a family on Earth, like I don't know. So they bury him at Temple of Gods, whatever. And I'm like, oh shoot, they're gonna at least keep him dead for a little bit, right? And then all of a sudden, and then the staff is dead or whatever, dead battery. I don't know. Staff's gone, and somebody asks about the staff, and the wizard's like, it could only be reactivated by a god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
And then Wonder Woman just shows up randomly. It's like the opposite of Batman, where he just disappears when he turns.
Yeah,
it's like you turn.
You turn around and she's there.
Yeah. So she's there, and she's like, "I will fix it," and then she kisses the staff or whatever.
Yeah. Well, she is the daughter of Zeus, so
yeah.
I'm
okay.
with
First of all,
that.
she's a demigod, right?
Well, no, because Themyscira, they're still. It's kind of like Asgard, where they're still considered gods. So
Right,
she's
okay.
full god.
Okay.
And she's the direct daughter of Zeus.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But
no.
Regardless,
She
I don't
think
even
that's
care
well
that she
within her
fixed
power.
it.
Yeah.
I don't even care that she fixed it. It was weird that she just showed up randomly.
Well, they sent her a letter.
I
earlier in
know,
the
but
movie,
like,
and she
how
was
does she know
super
when the
late.
burial's gonna take place? How long has she been waiting there for them?
I know. Was she just like hiding behind him,
Yeah.
watching him like bury this corpse?
I know, right?
Because
like,
they showed up in the realm of the gods.
It
And
just
she's like,
felt
"Oh, hey,
super-
I have visitors."
yeah, and there's no preparation for.
Yeah.
Like, there's no remember when he sent that letter or reminder that she could
I thought they mentioned
show
that.
up. I don't think they did.
Well,
Like,
no,
I think,
like when she showed up, like I thought the little
no,
girl
they did
was
after
like,
she
yeah,
showed up, but
yeah.
before that, they're not like,
Yeah.
man, and he'll never get to meet Wonder Woman or
Also,
whatever.
I know it was childish, but that letter gag was hilarious.
It was so funny.
Where like it's like Steve, and then like he's literally writing down. And he's like, "Okay, never mind, scrap that." And
Yeah.
then like they're just reading it.
That was
out.
hilarious. That was amazing.
I'm like, this is so stupid,
That
but
is
it's so
perfect
funny.
display of, I think, the good balance between like,
that was
humor
so
in the movie, where I
stupid.
think tonally it's kind of weird, but it was funny. It was good.
Funny.
It was funny. So anyway, she shows up, and then and then I don't really get why the staff coming back brings back Shazam, because like he's dead, right? He died in Billy form, anyways.
Power of the gods.
I don't care. It's dumb. And then everybody's fine, and he's like, "Call me," and it was just weird. I don't know. It was fine.
If Wonder Woman was there, you'd shoot your shot.
No,
too.
you're right. I would. But like, I don't know. It was just very strange and random
Yeah.
and weird, and it felt very DC going, I don't know what we're doing. Let's go this next. Like it felt kind of like the DC running around with chickens like with their heads cut off.
DC
that they usually are.
For better and for worse, has just been like letting their directors do whatever they want, and then like green lighting it, and
Yeah.
then. So yeah, like there's no like plan going forward, which is fine, I guess.
It's
and,
fine.
Like,
but then they
apparently,
also
like,
want a plan going forward.
apparently, like the director was trying to get a Batman cameo in there somewhere too, but DC wouldn't let him,
yeah,
and he couldn't convince Ben Affleck to do it.
Yeah.
Also,
well, I think they cut a Superman reference, right? Or a
that was in the
Superman-
first movie. They wanted
That's
they
true,
wanted
too,
Henry
yeah.
Cavill, and they shot the scene just with a body double.
Yeah, and then they cut off his
but
head.
then that like Henry Cavill couldn't come
Dude,
back at the time,
scene
so that's
with,
why he's
with
off.
with Wonder Woman and her head's cut off the whole time.
I was
And
so
it turns and it's the
shook.
wind. That was so
That was
funny.
so bad.
Oh my god!
And my other biggest gripe is the Wonder Woman scene Like,
Yeah.
I knew she was in this movie because it was in one of the trailers.
Really?
Yeah, like one of the TV spots, like a week before the movie came out.
I don't
And
watch
I was-
trailers anymore.
And I didn't even I wasn't even searching it out. I just randomly saw it somewhere. I'm like, what the frick, dude?
yeah. That is
So I
really
knew
weird.
she was in the movie the whole time. So like even during the end dragon fight, I'm like, is she gonna show up here?
Yeah.
Where's
yeah.
Wonder Woman?
Yeah. I'm glad she didn't show up until she randomly did at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sucks that they powder everybody. I like it.
Also,
One thing I wish they had more of was more Billy, like Billy form Billy,
yes, and
because I had a hard time putting together that human Billy and Zachary Levi Billy.
Yeah.
Zachary Levi's not human, but the human Billy and Zachary Levi. Billy.
Hey, put some respect on Flynn Rider's name.
Dude, he's so good. I love that he's also the loser
In
brother.
Alvin and the
In
Chipmunks
Alvin and
too.
Chipmunks too. I love that all three of these are the
I
same
do.
person.
I love Zachary Levi.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for him to
Yeah.
get more roles.
He should.
We
get
need to
more.
watch. He also played Kurt Warner in a football movie like a year ago.
Oh,
and I
nice.
haven't
Oh,
seen it
the
yet.
underdog American.
Yeah, I
underdog?
haven't
Yeah.
seen it yet. And Kurt Warner
We should
is
watch
like required viewing for Cardinals fans. So
Yeah. Yeah.
because he played for the Cardinals for a long time. But
What was I saying? Oh, so I wish there was just like one more scene of like regular Billy to put the two together. Because
yeah,
it really didn't feel like they were the same person. I don't think it was an actor problem. It was a how much they're on screen
yeah,
together kind of person. Like maybe they're in the lair and he turns back to him for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
there should have just been more of him, because one real strength I think was the blue guy, whatever his name is, the nerd, the brother, the best friend brother.
Blue Shazam.
Yeah, Blue Shazam. He's hilarious. He's amazing.
He
He's
was
one of my
good.
favorite parts.
I thought he was super annoying in the first movie too.
Yeah,
and I liked
yeah.
him in this one.
But he was great in this
Yeah.
one, and like I 100% believe that is the same person.
oh yeah,
Like the Shazam and him is the same, or Captain Every Power, or whatever he's called.
he's
You know,
calling himself.
I firmly believe that's the same person. Whereas Zachary Levi and the other guy, just it's not. It doesn't. I can't put it together as well. But I still think it was good. I loved it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Unicorns. It was funny. I
Oh,
actually
the
missed.
unicorn bit was funny.
I missed the last. So right after she says "Taste the rainbow," I left because I drank a can of Sprite
Oh my god.
and almost an entire large Coke, and I was about to pop.
God.
And I was like, I can't do it. I was like, Sophie, I'll be right back. And I wham, and then I was back. I was like, what did I miss? She's like, nothing. I'm like, good.
Bet.
Yeah. Because that's the second time I've had to leave during a movie to use the bathroom. The other one was in Top Gun Maverick, because I'm cursed.
Oh yeah.
In every Top Gun movie, if it gets to the third act, I have to use the bathroom. It's so weird. The last 4 times I've watched Maverick or the first one.
The first one.
Gets to the third act, I have to use the bathroom. And I was watching it with Eddie and Sophie,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I think it was. And I went, and it gets to the third act, and I couldn't exactly remember how Top Gun 1 went, and so I'm like, okay, I just gotta use the bathroom. So I go back out, I come back, and they're like, Goose dies? And I'm like, oh yeah, did I miss that? And they're like horrified, and I'm like, yeah, it's just a movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was funny.
That's sad, man.
I know. Yeah. It was tragic. But yeah,
Yeah.
anyways, I loved Shazam. It was great.
It was good. I liked
And
it a
I
lot.
am really, I want to see more Shazam and more stuff, but I don't think we'll get it. I think he's dead.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, here's the other thing that was interesting. So this movie was originally supposed to come out after The Flash.
Yeah.
And I think The Flash was supposed to reset the universe. So it's like just like the
Oh.
universe is the same, but everything's slightly different.
Yeah.
And I think they're supposed to use that as a way to explain why all their suits are different in the second one. Because they don't just make their
I didn't
suits.
even notice that.
Yeah, they've all got different suits.
Oh.
And then on top of that, even the chick, Lady Shazam, or Red Girl Shazam, not the
Yeah,
purple
yeah.
one.
iCarly, yeah.
She like, you notice she's the only one that's like still the kid, but then when she becomes Shazam, it's still the same actress.
Yeah.
In the first movie, it wasn't like that. There was
Yeah.
a different actress for the adult version.
Yeah.
But so like that changed and all their suits changed. And then there's even a flashback to the first movie, but they're still wearing all their suits from the second movie.
That's what I thought. I was like, they look the same to me.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So
either.
yeah, it's so I think the second movie is supposed to take place in a slightly different continuity where everything's been reset because of the Flash.
That'd be nice. I
But,
am so
yeah.
curious to see the Flash. I'm going to see it. I don't want to give it money, but I have to see
I
it.
have to. Like, even the trailer looked really cool.
Yeah.
And it's weird to me that your Flash movie, that your big selling point is that he's going to be fighting General Zod and there's going to be Supergirl and Michael Keaton's Batman.
Where is Henry Cavill? He's been hosed. He's been hosed. They brought back Michael Keaton before they brought back Henry Cavill Superman in their own continuity. Insanity. That's my frustration with DC. They're completely incompetent. They're like, they're just so random. Like, and not even with their movies and slates, but like, yes, Henry Cavill's back.
I'm still of the opinion. I know Matt Reeves doesn't want to do it, and James Gunn respects Matt Reeves, is going to let him do his thing.
Yeah.
They should have just used the Batman as a new, fresh start.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Because I know they're doing a new Superman movie without like it'll, and James Gunn is going to direct it, which is awesome. He's more than qualified to do so, but like that should be in the Robert Pattinson Batman continuity.
The Patton verse.
Patton verse. Battinson.
Robert Batten Bat. That is also another great movie that I think would be good moving forward. Although, not that all the movies have to be tonally the same.
Oh yeah, no, and Marvel's proved that.
Yes, but it would be hard to see Shazam and Pattinson in the same universe or in the same movie. It would work.
The thing,
it would work.
I think it works because of the original like DC animated universe. Because like Batman the animated series, and then like there was a Superman series and a couple of other characters, and then they made a Justice League series. And you know like how what's his face? Who's the voice of Batman? The animated Batman. And in Arkham. He just passed away.
Oh no.
No.
The only name that's coming in my head is Kellyanne Conway.
Kevin Conroy.
Yes, that's his name.
Kevin Conroy.
Kellyanne Conroy was the White House spokesperson when Trump was in office.
Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah. What? I don't even know that.
I know.
No, so Kevin Conroy, like, you know, like he played, like, because he's played many different Batmans, different continuities. Right. But no, his animated Batman, that's the same continuity going into the Justice League show. Yeah. Like they had the groundwork, and I don't know why they don't follow their own freaking blueprint that Marvel kind of copied for their own movies. And then DC's like, oh, we can't do that anymore. Like, no.
It shocks me. It's the same thing with the new Star Wars trilogy, like the sequels.
Yeah.
It's just shocking how long DC is squandered and just gone.
Oh yeah, even then, like Star Wars, like they kind of acknowledge that, like, hey, we're putting out too many movies too quickly, and the fans aren't liking it, so we're gonna pump the brakes and try something new
and just do TV stuff.
And like now and I think it's like people are warming up to it now because the Mandalorian's really tying into the sequel trilogy and like the cloning stuff. So yeah,
but
then again,
let's
be honest, Disney, as much as we want to rag on Disney or any overlords there, I think they're a much better run company than Warner Brothers is.
Oh, I also have a hot take about that. But
Warner Brothers just doesn't know how to run anything. And it's not just DC that they've screwed up. They've screwed up so many things.
In June 14th will be 10 years of Snyderverse. Right? Because Man of Steel would have been the first one.
Yeah. And I don't feel like we've had something complete.
Years going, what the heck are we doing? You know what I mean? That's just so long.
That's absurd, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think DC has accomplished anything like past Marvel's Phase 1.
No.
That's crazy to me.
And it's been going
very so long.
Now, let's say Batman versus Superman.
So that was 2016, so still another couple years.
Yeah, but still. Like, that's just so much not having a plan and just going like the Flash movie. It's still coming out.
It's such a mess of a movie too.
Yeah.
Like I can already tell, but it looks interesting
It looks
Michael
I'm
Keaton.
gonna see it. Yeah, you're darn right. I'm gonna see it. But yeah, I don't know. It just shocks me how long. It's not easy to make a movie, and it's not easy to make a universe.
That, but let's see.
But like
Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Spider-Man, Ant-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy all have had trilogies before Superman.
Yeah, before
Superman.
Yeah,
the most iconic superhero of all time.
Yeah,
and all these like no-name Marvel characters. I mean, not all of them are no-name, but like a lot of them started out that way.
Yeah,
have had multiple trilogies.
Yeah,
or all have had trilogies
in the time that it took them to make not even a Man of Steel 2.
Yeah, we haven't even had a second Superman movie
or a second Batman movie.
We haven't had like DC's main Batman has not had his own movie.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's
How are your
crazy.
top two build superheroes only have one movie between them?
I love how there's no Green Lantern because they got absolutely scared off by the
yeah.
And
I love Ryan Reynolds, but yeah, I feel bad. That movie's terrible.
I want to see it. But
it's not. It's bad.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. You have one of the biggest because people. It is shocking. People still love Batman and Superman. You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
It's got to be a testament to their characters as like heroes and like well written.
I think I'll give that to like DC
characters.
over Marvel. It's like Batman and Superman. Doesn't matter how much you screw them up, fans will always flock to them.
Exactly.
Versus most Marvel characters, you can't do that aside from Spider-Man.
Yeah, aside from Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman are like the three most popular superheroes ever.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. Like, they will become, even when the superhero trend dies out, those three characters, they will still be making movies for.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like we've gotten how many Batman at this point, how many Supermen, and multiple Spider-Men, and we're gonna have more. Tom Holland is not gonna be the last Spider-Man. Like even Robert Downey Jr. said it perfect. He's like, there's been Spider-Man actors before Tom Holland, and there's gonna be more after him. So
it'll be a lot longer, I think, though.
Yeah,
because next up, I think live is Miles Morales.
They're definitely going to do Miles, especially now that they've opened this Pandora's box of the Spider-Verse.
I don't know if I can't wait to see Miles in live action, but I don't really want to see it. And you know why? The Into the Spider-Verse version is just so good that I don't want them to have to compete. You know, I do not want
Here's the thing.
a Miles Morales live action to be like, oh, but I like this or that. It's going to be very hard to have two Mileses.
I don't think they're going to coexist, though. Because Across the Spider-Verse.
When does that come out?
That comes out this summer.
I can't wait.
And they've been producing it back because it used to be just Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, but they just renamed Part 2 to Beyond the Spider-Verse. That comes out next year.
Oh,
they produced them back to back,
nice.
And I think it's an endgame thing. They're only going to do 3.
That would be good. I mean, I don't necessarily want to see a bunch of them.
Like usually when they do the Part 1, Part 2 thing, it's their end.
It's their
and
end,
even like Pirates of the Caribbean did that, although they did come back later. But still,
yeah.
No,
I can't wait though.
I don't, especially with animated movies, you don't really have an animated series past 3 movies.
That's true. Then again, they also did have the Miles Morales video game.
Yeah.
Which I feel
although that's different.
It's different, but I like it just as much. Like it's not maybe they don't have as much competition, but they do coexist and I'm like different things. You know what I mean? Whereas
worse version of Miles though.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a good game.
It is worse. But it's not that much worse.
Yeah, definitely. Apparently there's this hardcore rumor, and you gotta take it with a grain of salt, of course, that in Across the Spider-Verse, one of the universes Miles is going to pop into is going to be a live-action universe, and Tom Holland will be there.
That's what I was thinking,
And so that's how we'll see live-action Miles, at least briefly. I'm like, bro, if they do that, bro.
It would be pretty sick. I've wondered if, maybe not in this next one, or if in Beyond the Spider-Verse, they're going to bring back the trilogy of Spider-Man that they had for the other one.
They're supposed to have small cameos in this one.
Yeah, and maybe not huge. Maybe not be like the full movie that Man,
Oh yeah,
that movie was amazing.
They're not. They can't
like-
because we've already seen how many other Spider-Men are gonna be. in
We've
this.
seen it, and we
and
don't
they're
care.
They're all gonna be like blink and you miss it.
Yeah,
I
this should be
guarantee you.
animated, but like
Yeah.
at the same time,
Heck, even
What's that?
PS5 Spider-Man is in it.
Oh,
We've
that's
already
awesome.
seen it.
That's
like
one of
he
my
was
favorite
on the
suits.
poster.
That's actually one of my
Yeah.
favorite suits. Actually, is the white spider with
It's
the.
pretty sweet.
It's sick.
It's really.
I cannot wait. That's part of the reason I got this PS5.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for that second game.
it's supposedly in September.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this September. Garrett just texted me. How is it? Hang on,
Terrible.
Hang on. I'm gonna call him.
He's not gonna answer.
He might answer.
Care Bear. Garret.
Garrett.
Garret.
Garrett.
If Skylar answers. You just texted him. We know you were just on your phone.
Sorry, but the person you
Boo! Boo!
I'm gonna say lonely with a sad face.
Anyways. But yeah.
Anyways.
It's
But yeah, there's a lot of Spider-Man stuff coming out, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
But none of it's gonna be as good as Shazam. I'm kidding.
No.
That's Shazam 2.
But man, dude, we are inching closer and closer to Guardians 3. And
It's
I am
getting
going to
close.
sob in
Yeah.
that movie theater.
Yeah.
Uncontrollably.
I can't wait. Are you gonna be Are you gonna be here? For
Yeah,
it?
yeah, I
Okay.
will be.
Alright,
That's
then
an
we're gonna go
opening
see
day
it.
one. That's not a $5 Tuesday.
Yeah.
I will see that opening day.
Yeah.
Also, recent development.
Yes.
I am not going to do classes this summer.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah.
You're gonna wait until
I'm
the
going to push
next-
it back to the fall.
and graduate then.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well, the thing is, I might have to go back to Rexburg regardless.
Oh, really?
So, what's the point of doing 9 credits in the summer and then doing 1 3-credit class
Yeah.
in the
Why
fall?
did you have to go back to Rexburg?
Because it's that one class is only offered on campus there.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so pissed.
That's so annoying.
So
So would
yeah.
you do that during the summer or in the fall?
I can't afford to do it this summer because the semester would start April 17th.
Oh wow. That's
Like
the
it'd be
day
way
before
too.
my
Like I can't
oh my
sell
gosh,
my.
he's calling.
Oh,
Sorry, this is a
Yes.
good life update for you, but Garrett's on the phone. Hey Goose, you're on the podcast.
Hey, what's up?
Hey man, I miss you, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah. Anyways, how's it going?
Good.
That's good.
you don't sound very sick.
Well, how's your Sunday been going, man?
It's been good.
I wouldn't know. He skipped church.
Chill.
Yeah. Are you like sick or something?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
You.
I don't think I'm sick.
What
Just
time
don't
did you go to
feel
bed?
good. I don't know. Not too late.
All right. I started playing God of War. I think I told you that. Pretty
How is
good.
it?
Well, I died like 4 times at the first bad guys. I might turn the difficulty down because I'm on hard, and I died 3 times to the first bad guys. So I might turn it to normal, but it's pretty good.
I've never played it, but
Yeah, it's all right. Kratos is freaking scary. He's like, I am your father, son. He's very scary.
What the heck?
I've seen clips from the second one. And it looks pretty dope.
Yeah, it is,
Thor.
dude. You feel pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, what you up to now? What are you gonna do the rest of the day?
I head to my mom's soon.
You should stop by here, dude.
Okay. When?
Maybe.
Now. If you leave now, you can catch some of the pod.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Garrett's a flaker. Garrett doesn't care about the pod. You hear it.
Yeah, you're right.
Listen to all
Yeah.
of our. Listen, all listeners. Garrett doesn't care about us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good talking to you, bro. Maybe I'll see you later. We should
Yeah.
game some Fall Guys because I got that as
I
well.
agree. I love that game.
Okay. Do you have it? You're gonna be home tonight, eh? So maybe we'll do it tonight. Do you want to play some Fall Guys tonight?
I could.
All right. Maybe we'll play some Fall Guys tonight. Okay. Bye, Garrett. I love you.
Bye. Love you guys.
What a bum.
What a bum.
Also, I got City Skylines.
What's that?
You've never played City Skylines? Get it on Steam right now. It's like $8.
It's like $8 on Steam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great game.
Really?
Lets you build a city and a
Oh, that's
skyline.
cool.
I don't know how else to describe it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'll show you after we're done recording.
That's cool.
But yeah, so movies, superheroes, Shazam.
Shazam! That's one of my favorite things about Shazam is just like the concept. He's like Shazam, bam, and he's like a hero.
You know what's even more funny is the original Shazam comics were made as a ripoff of Superman. Like they weren't made by DC.
That's funny.
And then in order, like because he's got a lot of similar powers, just like minus like the freeze breath and laser vision, but boom, electricity instead. And so, but then DC ended up just because they saw it as a competition from the small comic company, they just bought the character and he became a DC character, which is kind of cool.
I love the complicated rights of Shazam / Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Like,
because he's normally called Captain Marvel and they still have the rights over that name. But I think it's just because Marvel came out with the Captain Marvel movie.
Yeah,
they were like, no, we're not gonna call him Captain Marvel. We're just gonna call him Shazam.
Yeah, it's confusing, and also
Shazam's a cooler name.
You don't want to be associated with that movie, Captain Marvel. That's DC going. That's too bad for even us.
I don't even think that's a bad movie.
Just kidding. It's not that bad.
It's fine. I think it's perfectly fine.
It's not that bad. It's better than Eternals.
Oh, absolutely. Everything's better than Eternals, dude.
I was shocked at how bad that movie was.
I am still shocked. I refuse to watch it again.
Oh, I will not. No.
I'm like, I'm like, was I too hard on it? Was I grumpy that day?
It was so long.
Because there's so many movies I've seen, and I'm like, I don't like this movie. Like Jojo Rabbit. I did not like that until I saw it a second time.
Wow.
I don't know why.
I love that movie. It's hilarious.
I don't know why.
Wow.
And then suddenly, and Napoleon Dynamite. It took me like a couple of times
that one
to
I can
watch
kind of
that.
understand. Because, okay, last night, hear me out. Last night I watched Howl's Moving Castle. Have you seen it?
I hate anime.
No, I know. I don't like it either.
I know.
I was outvoted. I wanted to watch Nacho Libre.
You hear that, Jessica?
Yeah, I wanted to watch Nacho Libre, but it was one of their birthday, and they said Howl's Moving Castle. Well, it was their birthday.
I know.
And I was like, fine. So we as a group watched that, and it was pretty good. I liked it. But it was one of those, it's an anime thing where it's like a slice. I feel like it's not a slice of life technically, but like, I feel like part of the enjoyment of it is just watching the movie and being comfortable with the characters and enjoying it. You know what I mean? Where the first time you're watching, you're like, who's that guy? What's going on?
It doesn't have
this?
to be like, I think there's plenty of movies that I love that aren't very much universally praised. First one I think of, Ready Player One.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I freaking love that movie.
Yeah. So I feel like on a
sick of that.
second watch, Howl's Moving Castle would be better.
Interesting.
Kind of like Napoleon Dynamite, where it's like, you know the characters, and you're just kind of watching it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like in that way, Howl's Moving Castle and Napoleon Dynamite are very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre are very similar.
Oh, man. So, no, like, so you watched that last night. I can move in. I can tell you what I did this week. And it's a good podcast topic. And it kind of goes back multiple nights.
Are we starting a topic
Yeah,
here?
new topic. Maybe we should take a break.
Let's take a break.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like,
I was like,
I have so much good tea for you
and
guys.
if you have the tea, then we'll wait till after the break. So here's the bubbles.
It's going to be great.
There you go. We'll be right back. Hey everyone, Editor Josh here. If you've listened this far, I can assume you've liked something about Hot Tub Talks, so consider giving it a share. If you're listening on YouTube, you can leave a comment. We read comments at the end of the show every single week. You can follow us on TikTok at Hot Tub Talking, Instagram at Hot Tub Talks Official, and of course YouTube at Hot Tub Talks. Thank you so much for listening. We absolutely love recording Hot Tub Talks, but that's enough for the break. Let's get back to the show. Welcome back to Hot Tub Talk. So, Wade had an adventure yesterday, and that's what we're getting into.
Yes, so I've had a crazy week. The reason why we couldn't record on Thursday is because we had like a quote-unquote unofficial FHE activity.
Oh, yeah, insert, by the way. It is now Sunday.
Yeah.
This goes up in a matter of hours.
Yeah.
Let's see, 5...
Which, to be fair, I tried to let you guys know as
about
soon as I
12
knew.
hours?
Ahead of time that I'm like, yo, Thursday.
No, it just didn't really work out this week.
We were really busy this week.
Yeah.
So Thursday, I went to a local concert because, like you remember Nicole, she mentioned on our pod.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend is the drummer for this band called Lovingly Clad. Her boyfriend's name is Luke. Homie. Love Luke. I love Nicole. They're both homies.
Yeah.
And and so it was like, and Nicole's like our FHE mom. So it was like an unofficial FHE activity that a lot of us went to. And it was freaking sick. Like,
nice.
No offense, but I thought all amateur bands kind of sucked because I've only been to Denver and Thistle concerts.
Fair.
These dudes, you can look them up on Spotify. They're called Lovingly Clad.
Lovingly Clad.
These dudes are sick. Everyone listening, start listening to Lovingly Clad.
Hang on, I'm going to do that right now.
These dudes are baller. They were so good. They like really good live, and they've got really good.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, really good music. Is this copyrighted?
Probably.
Still.
Anyways.
Awesome dudes. So we went there. That was Thursday. And
Yeah.
then it was like another friend of mine's birthday shortly after that. So we went and got drinks at the Wash.
Nice.
So then Friday, Smith, Docker, and I are like, because like Friday's like, usually Friday or Saturday night is boys' night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We were like, yo, and Docker and Smith, apparently, this is the first time I've gone with them. They go do parkour.
Oh, yeah.
So we went and did parkour at, and it was just at like a trampoline park.
Yeah.
So we're just messing around doing parkour, and this trampoline park's pretty cool because they've got like all these like cushions and stuff that you can actually practice these flips on, and you're on like those bouncy like gym mats.
Yeah.
And that's just not the trampoline section. But then we're like, yo, they got trampoline dodgeball.
Oh, I love trampoline dodgeball.
Oh my gosh,
I was so good at
me,
dodgeball.
Docker Smith, against a bunch of 7-year-olds. Just wait for the carnage that ensues. We played for like an hour and a half straight. We were just pummeling little kids.
Oh my
for
gosh.
so long. And then it gets even
That's
better.
hilarious.
There's this one little, he had to be like 11 or 12 maybe. He was really pissing us all off. So
What was he doing?
he's just like, the snobby little kid, and he's like wearing his hat sideways, and he's like, no, they didn't hit me, I'm not out, and
Yeah.
over reffing the game and just being like the annoying little prick that 12-year-olds are.
Yeah.
So you know what me, Smith, and Docker, a bunch of 20-year-olds do? We all gang up on it.
Oh
like
my
no,
gosh.
for like every time he got back in.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back in. Everyone starts
Targeting
pummeling
him?
this kid.
That is hilarious.
This poor kid. And then on his way out, one time I was like, hey, I bet your mom's a great kisser. We were bullying this poor kid.
Oh my gosh.
He was such a jerk though. But not only that, there was like 2 other dudes that were at least like high schoolers.
Yeah.
They might have been college students that were on our team too, and they joined in with us. So you've got like 5
Everybody's against this
5
little
at least
child.
17-year-olds just
That's
pummeling
amazing.
this kid over and over and over.
That's horrible.
It was so fun.
Oh my gosh.
I want to do it again. I don't think you've lived until you've played dodgeball good. Just a bunch of kids.
I don't think you've lived until you've bullied a child. Amazing.
It was so funny.
See, when I was the child being bullied. Wait.
This kid deserved it though.
That's fair.
We weren't picking on anyone else. He was just being super annoying and cheating. So he deserved it.
So we made sure he wasn't cheating.
Hey man, I was hitting him with some hard sidearm fastballs too. Like I was not pulling my punches.
What kind of balls was it? Was it like the big springy balls, or was it like the soft, like the foam
It was like
ones?
an in between. It was like a medium-sized springing ball.
Oh, interesting.
So
The ones
yeah.
that like make that sound when
The
they bounce
bong.
off your
Yeah,
head.
yeah, we know. Yeah. It was softer than those, but same type.
Oh, because there's also like the.
It was not those foam balls.
The foam ones, yeah. Those
Those,
are the better
no.
ones, though, the kickballs.
Yeah. The kickballs, dude, we could do some damage with those.
Yeah.
No, so they weren't quite. They were almost closer to like those balls that you'd find in the ball bin at Walmart, but like a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Although that could just because they were so worn out.
Yeah.
Like they had like no grip left on them. Like it was this white ball, and there's just like faint. I was like, I think this ball used to be blue, just because they were so worn.
That's
but yeah, it
hilarious.
was fun, dude. My arm hurt so because I was throwing hard.
Yeah.
It was-
That's amazing.
my big brother energy kicked in. I'm like,
One time I was at one of those trampoline places, and they have like the rope to swing into a pit of foam.
yeah,
You
they
know?
had that too.
Yeah, I did that. Then I'm in there, and then I kind of waddle off. I'm still in the foam pit though. This other kid, he was with us. He was in the group. He swung and he went in, and then he waddled over as well. But as he was waddling over to me, he went, "Oh my gosh, I lost my leg." He had a fake leg.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, "It disconnected. Hang on." And he heard a click. He's like, "It's back. We're good." I was like, "Oh my gosh."
So no, there's this one dude in like the trampoline park, and Smith almost says something. He's like, "Yo, how do you get a baseball bat?" And then he like stopped himself. Homie, it just took off his prosthetic leg.
Oh my gosh.
We were just. I was crying. I was laughing so much. And like Smith is like, "Oh no." How did homie get a bit? Oh no!
That's hilarious.
In fact, I don't know if you follow Smith and Docker on their Be Real, but we had some fire Be Real pictures.
That's
At
amazing.
the
I think I
trampoline
do,
park.
but actually, no, I don't think I do.
You should. It's
And I
it's
haven't
funny.
posted in a
I
couple of
might.
days.
I should just get on Be Real.
Yeah, you should.
I
You
probably should.
The peer pressure of social media,
But yeah, so that was just Friday. So that's been Thursday, now Friday, and now it doesn't even prepare us for Saturday. Saturday we had a boys trip.
Heck
We went to
yeah.
Park City.
Nice.
And screwed around for a long time. I have to
Yeah.
show you some pictures here. But
Well-
yeah, so very fun, very good adventure yesterday. And so after the pie, because like we went up to Park City, then went to Salt Lake, obviously, for the pie.
Yeah.
And then, actually, that's where I got this shirt in Park City.
Oh yeah.
Best
I
$10
like
I've spent. It says, "I love big dumps."
Yeah.
It's got ski goggles on it.
Nice. I like it.
And it says Park City on it. But so then afterwards we're like, well, frick, what do we do now? And Smith's like, the Lego store's not far from here, is it? I'm like, okay. So we go there,
Nice.
and ironically I left empty-handed, which doesn't happen
that
very
doesn't
often
happen very
at the
often.
Lego store, mainly just because I think I've been there recently,
Yeah.
so there hasn't been too much that's new.
Between quarterly trips.
Yeah, in between quarterly trips. The next quarter doesn't start till April 1st anyway.
Yeah.
But we and so then afterwards I'm like, well, frick, I do want to go to Crate and Barrel because I need some champagne glasses to drink Mountain Dew out of to go with the wine glasses that I already drink Mountain Dew out of. So I have 2 champagne glasses now.
Nice.
Next,
Nice.
I'm gonna have to get some martini ones.
Well, on Saturday, I came back to my phone after, and I found this was my wallpaper.
What is that? What the frick is that? What is that, dude?
Hang on.
I don't know if there's a way we could post this picture in the in the pod, but what is that? What is the context? He's like wearing an apron that says Prime Hunko B. What is the context behind that?
So what
picture?
happened was one of our buds didn't come, and that was tragic because one of the days. So we were most of them came Friday and Saturday, right?
Okay.
So Friday we started making horchata, and you're supposed to let the rice go in the water overnight.
Making horchata.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Continue.
So you're supposed to let the rice go overnight, right? The next day, he doesn't come, right? So we're like, frick, now we got to make this horchata. So he sends us the video, he sends us the stuff, but we finish it up. You know what I mean? Stuff was nasty.
Okay.
Now, here's the problem. Here's the 2 biggest problems. One, it really coated your mouth. Yeah, which I don't know exactly what the problem was with that, but it wasn't good. The second problem was it was very grainy. Like you could feel it if
Yeah.
you like went like this with it. You could feel the sand.
Oh,
It was really, and it made it so it was gross and unpleasant. I think we could have fixed the graininess with not, because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to strain it and then like push it through the strainer to get the flavor
I want to
out.
know how they designed this drink.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, they're like, we're
Yeah.
gonna make this drink by like boiling rice and taking the
I know,
strainer and like getting the juice, and I'm like,
Leaving it overnight, yeah.
and like sugar and
Yeah.
cinnamon and
So I think
milk.
if we didn't push it so much through the strainer, it would have been less grainy. And because I think we pushed a lot of the grain through the strainer,
Yeah.
and that didn't help. But anyways, stuff was nasty. But because we're mad this guy didn't come, we wanted to make him jealous. So we're like, we got to make it look like the best stuff. So I was like, what if we took a video of me just dumping it on my face, right? Kind of funny. So then I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to get my hoodie dirty. I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I was also wearing the apron? So we go out there, and then I realized, we can't do it on the concrete. I've got to do it in the grass. So now I'm standing in the snow in nothing but a swimsuit and an apron. And I've got these 2 champagne glasses.
I
one
know
in
how
each hand.
cold you get, dude.
Dude, it was so freezing.
It was snowed yesterday, dog.
And then, so we start recording. We hit record. I dump it on, and it gets to like right as it's about to touch my mouth. And I remember, oh yeah, this stuff is disgusting.
You're like, close your mouth.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh no! It was disgusting. I have yet to see the video, but I think I'll have a way to view it soon.
That's funny.
And then that picture was taken. And then because I was in a swimsuit and stuff, my phone was inside. And so when I come back to my phone, I realized that they had changed my wallpaper.
How do they have
picture
your?
of that.
How do they have your passcode?
I think Sophie was with him. And she knows
Okay,
it.
okay. That's pretty funny though. You
It
should
is
just
really
keep
funny.
it.
I know.
It's
I
great.
did for the rest of the night. It's one of my rotational ones. yeah.
Amazing.
So anyways, that's what I did. It
Okay,
was very
This begins a deeper debate about horchata. I've only ever liked Cafe Rio's horchata.
I like
I
it.
love Cafe Rio's horchata too. I don't
think
like
when I went
any.
to Mexico, I had some pretty good
Okay,
stuff.
that's good. Which I would hope.
Because
so.
it's Mexico. Yeah.
It's Mexico.
Yeah.
I would hope, but yeah.
I don't know if I've had much of it outside of Cafe Rio, but I love Cafe Rio.
Cafe Rio's is really good.
It's really good.
Mix it with root beer and it tastes like a root beer float.
Oh, really?
Have you not?
No,
I
I've
thought
never
I'd done
done that.
that with you
I
before.
don't think so.
Oh, snap. Or you
Go on
could
the
just
Cafe
like, because they have like all those flavor shots, and you could take like a couple strawberry ones in there, and then it's like a strawberry milk horchata.
That's insane.
That's
so
really good. Yeah, dude.
Dang.
We need to go to Cafe Rio now.
Yeah, start mixing everything. Yeah, no, I used to have a lot of that horchata because, I would go there a lot, but
Yeah.
no, that's fair. I could definitely see how it's not great. Oh, I also think if we added sugar, it would have been better.
You didn't have sugar in it?
It said you didn't need to.
What? I feel like
And it was-
it's supposed to be sweet, isn't it?
It
Like-
was still sweet because we had sweetened condensed milk.
Okay.
So it was rice, and then you put you put that in the water overnight,
yeah.
and then you blend it, and then you put that blend mixture with the cinnamon stick. Then you blend
okay.
everything together. Then
There's
you put
probably
it through a
enough sugar
strainer.
in the rest of that.
Yeah,
but
then you put it through a strainer,
theoretically.
and then you take sweetened condensed milk and evaporated milk, pour them both in, and mix it all together.
Interesting.
But again, it was grainy and it coated your mouth. So I don't know what to do about the coat, but the grain, I think you just strain it less. You just let it sit more.
Yeah.
Because we really packed it in. It was like,
Mm-hmm.
which I think didn't help. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. I don't think I've had a bad horchata until this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely had some bad ones, but yeah.
Where at?
It's like, ironically, I feel like in hindsight's 2020, and I could have some hindsight bias, but it was definitely like my dad found some at like our local grocery store, like in like a half-gallon jug in the milk section, and that was
weird.
nasty. So
it's kind of like the
It's like-
eggnog that you get at Halloween and Christmas.
I have never had bad eggnog.
No, I
ironically.
love those, but it's like the same store-bought kind of.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
From the
yeah,
jug.
yeah.
From the jug.
From the jug. And then I went to like I've been to a couple different Mexican places in Arizona and just not liked their horchata. And I'm just assuming that it's just more authentic because I
Yeah.
just like Cafe Rios. And like And as much as you and I love Cafe Rio, that's not Mexican food.
No, yeah,
that's
yeah.
Mormon Mexican
Yeah,
food.
yeah.
Like, that's not authentic by any means.
No,
Speaking
yeah,
of,
that's fair.
I found the first authentic Mexican place in Utah.
Really?
That's fire.
Where?
It's called Quiero Mas. It's off University, going south in Provo. Because there's the divider, so you'll have to be going south.
Yeah.
It's on that side. But super good.
Really?
Super good. It's the first Mexican place I've liked in Utah.
We'll have to go there, yeah.
Yeah, it is very, very good.
How's their horchata?
They don't have horchata,
Oh, weird.
ironically. Yeah, they do have
Weird.
ice cream for some reason.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it, though.
Now, also along the lines of rice, the day before, and the reason we were on
Yeah.
the thought of horchata is I made rice pudding.
Yeah, I've never liked rice
It
pudding
was
either.
fantastic.
Really?
I am a great cook, let me tell you.
After, when we did that cook night, a month ago, and you're
Yeah.
like, I don't know how to cook,
I
but I'm
still don't know
going
how
to
to
prove.
cook.
And now you're suddenly a great cook.
Look, that was the same thing as the other day. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I know
but I'm the
how
best there
to
is.
keep an eye on pot stickers so they don't burn.
yeah. The best there is.
There are only two guys better than me.
I wake up in the morning and I piss excellent.
Yes! 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 That's my favorite saying.
I miss Garret.
Uh,
Yeah. So, anyways, here's what happened. I made the rice pudding, and everybody else, they insisted that I make it. They're like, "We're not helping you."
Mm-hmm.
Which I almost used brown sugar instead of white sugar.
That would have been
Because of
bad.
that, yeah.
They're not the same thing, dude.
Yeah, no. So, anyways, I made it, and they're like, "It's soupy," and I'm like, "No, but it's gonna be good."
Yeah.
And then one of them was like, "That's unfair." I was like, "You're darn right it is. It was great. It was
Okay,
fantastic.
Okay.
I'm a great cook."
I will
Also, I got
say-
Bing AI to write it. I got that to write the recipe.
Stop it with your AI things.
Well,
Do
it's
your own work.
No, work is finding the recipe.
I know.
And
I
the
know.
recipe, I don't know where to find it. If I have all the stuff,
Goodeats.com.
what is a better place? Which one's different? I don't know. If it just writes one for me and I can tweak it and ask it questions about the recipe.
Yeah, I guess.
Because then I was able to ask, hey, do I add, whatever this and this step? And they're like, yes or no. You can almost just interact with the thing. It's very nice. Which, when I did the bean dip, it wasn't that. And it was a worse version as well.
After it rotted
So
on my counter
this
for a
rice
week.
one, I mean, I did the same thing. I did the same thing with the horchata, which didn't turn out as well because we were also watching a video. Freaking this video. Let me tell you. We're watching this video to finish this freaking horchata.
Yeah.
We get about halfway through, and the lady in the video is like, "Oh, actually, we forgot something. We have to start all over."
What?
Yeah.
Why didn't they just?
I
start
know.
Oh my gosh.
I know,
That's
right?
infuriating.
I was like, "Dude, you're editing this video. How did you? What?"
That's infuriating.
I know. Now, luckily, because I was following the Bing one that I had it right, we had
Yeah.
already done that step.
Okay,
Because I was
good,
like,
good.
we should probably do this. So, luckily, it wasn't a disaster. But I was like,
That's
this
good.
video sucked. The video is garbage. and the AI one was not as good. But the rice one, it was perfectly good. And
That's
I think
good.
when I was writing the rice, the horchata one, other people looked up the thing and they're like, that's basically just this. Like, they ripped it
Yeah.
off a website. So,
Yeah.
it's not even like it made some weird robotic thing. It just ripped it off a different website. But that's all I need. I just need to be told what to make,
That's good.
So-
Yeah. No, I. Speaking of, I was just randomly thinking because of that dip that sat on my counter and rotted for a week.
Yeah.
It wasn't until it was on Friday because Smith was at my place because just before we went to go get food after pummeling 7-year-olds with dodgeball.
Yeah.
We ran to my apartment because I wanted to change. Docker wanted to change. Smith changed in my bathroom because we were all sneaky and smelly boys.
Yeah. After bullying really gets you.
And Smith's like, "Wait, how long has that can of Prime been sitting there?" And I'm like, "Oh wait,
Over a week.
it's been there a while."
Yeah.
Because you left it there and I
Well, I'm
forgot
not gonna
about it.
drink it.
I just poured it out. I didn't want to
Yeah,
drink
that's
any
fair.
more of it.
That's fair.
Tossed it. So we had
amazing.
that can of Prime sitting since the last podcast, just sitting on my kitchen table.
And it's really funny because your apartment isn't a mess, ever. You know what I mean?
But it's I just didn't, even though it was like a bright pink and definitely stuck out. I was just like, that's just kind of, whatever. Just went past.
Do you like the thumbnail I made for last week's thing? I made the prime monster with a basketball head.
That was funny.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, that's crazy. I've left some stuff out for a pretty long time. I don't want to talk about it, though. It's gross.
Well, I guess like when you actually move out and you're in the house, you'll have like me and Garrett. So
right. Well, okay. I'll tell you what happened. One time I went to Los Hermanos, which I love.
Okay.
Love Los Hermanos. Have you ever been? You've been there. We've been there.
You
don't like it as much.
We haven't been.
We haven't been? Okay.
Yeah, I have been a couple of times.
Okay. I love going, and we have all the shirts that get you free drinks. We have like 10 of them. So every time, everybody can wear one. It's great.
Oh, my gosh.
I've been there with Garrett a couple times. I left a burrito in that fridge for an unholy amount of time. I don't know how long it was. It was enough time to forget that I went to Los Hermanos. And that
Dude,
fridge
I have so many
absolutely
leftovers
nuked.
in my fridge right now.
Yeah, and so I had to clean out the whole fridge. It was bad. I'm shocked it's as good as it is now. Like, we actually successfully cleaned it, but
no,
that's the worst thing
I was
I've
going to
ever
say, because I guess I was going to say you might learn when you have roommates, but I don't know if you'll ever have crappy roommates because you can control your roommates at the house. But, like, people will leave food in the fridge for so long. I have had to clean out the fridge on final clean checks when I've been the only one in the apartment for like a month.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, none of this is my food, so I got to dump it all. And holy crap, it's disgusting.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. Yeah, that's awful.
People suck.
Yeah.
Clean out your fridge, everybody.
Please.
When you get home tonight, clean out your fridge.
I have some Wisconsin cheese in there that could use.
That's dangerous, man.
Yeah.
You better keep an eye on that.
I am. It's getting close. It's getting really close.
Because this is a mini fridge in your bedroom. Like,
well, that's the one that got nuked, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
Do you know what time it is?
Is that time?
It's
that time.
We're doing letters. Let me see if I have any.
You know, I think we should probably check before we say we're going to do letters to
That's
make
what I
sure
was on
we
my
have
phone.
letters.
That's what I was on my phone for earlier, and I couldn't really find any, but I wasn't really looking.
I don't
at
have
it.
any DMs.
We don't have any on the video, so
If we have to go to Chat GPT again,
we might have to. Actually, I do have an interesting update with that though, so it could be interesting. Okay, here's my update on AI. We are gonna have to ask an AI question.
Oh no.
We don't have anything, but
Chat, why have you failed us again?
I didn't ask a question this week apparently, so that is one thing.
Okay.
We did have a
bend over. You better send us some more.
We did have a question, like a multiple choice question, but there were no votes. Welcome to New Bing.
Oh my, I'm so scared.
Now, here's the difference. Before I was using ChatGPT, which was technically on version 3.5. The jump from ChatGPT 3 to 4 is huge.
I have heard.
Like, one of the things was they asked it to write somebody asked it to write a...
It wrote the whole new episode of South Park.
Yeah. They asked it to write an alliteration based on making YouTube videos and having fun or whatever. And the first they asked Bard, which is Google's.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, I got to show you a thing about Bard. Here, I'll search up that picture real quick. But they were doing... they asked it to write that alliteration.
Yeah.
And the Bard one was garbage. It had a couple of the same letters and it was fine.
Yeah.
Then they did it with ChatGPT 3 and it was also fine, but whatever. Then they did ChatGPT 4 and it was all M's. Like, it was perfect. It was insane. They asked Google's Bard, the first 2 months of the year are January and February. What are the other months of the year? And Bard answered, January, February, Maruary, Aprilary, Mayuary, Junary, Julyary, Arguary, Septemberary, Octoary, Novemberary, Decemberary.
What?
So Google's AI is no good. They also asked it if I am traveling at 8 miles an hour, how long would it take me, or how long would I go? How far would I go in 1 hour?
Yeah.
It said, no. It said, how long would it take me to travel 8 miles? They said 12.5 miles. So they didn't even answer in the right, time, So anyways, Bard sucks, but Bing runs on ChatGPT 4. And not only that, but it can also crawl the web. So I'm going to ask it in creative mode, write a YouTube comment for the podcast Hot Tub Talks. Okay, that's all I'm going to say, right?
All right.
Oh, no! Oh, I wish I was recording that. Dang it. Oh, my gosh. It says, let's try a different topic. Sorry about that. What's on your mind? It was writing comments, and the last one said, this podcast is trash. It is just so horrible. And then it said, actually, let's try something else. It deleted it. It got too fiery, and it detected that it was being mean.
What the heck?
And so it stopped being mean.
Okay, I'm creeped out now.
Okay, hang on.
This is what happens when you guys don't ask us questions. We get roasted by an AI.
Yeah, okay, here we go. All I asked it, Bing AI, right? Can search the web. All I said was write a review for the podcast Hot Tub Talks.
Oh, boy.
And it said, Hot Tub Talks is a podcast that captures the vibe of late-night conversations with friends in a hot tub. The hosts, Chip, Wade, and Garet, discuss topics ranging from life, the universe, and everything with a lot of humor and banter. The podcast is entertaining, relatable, and sometimes insightful. If you enjoy listening to casual chats with the boys, you might like this podcast. However, if you're looking for more serious and structured discussions, this might not be your cup of tea. Hot Tub Talks is a podcast for those who want to unwind and have some fun with their ears. Which, that was weird. But isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It found our podcast in searching it up and then pulled information from
That's
the
wild.
description of the podcast. So anyways, let's see. Write them a question.
That's pretty sick.
It's insane.
That's scary.
We're also at the top of suggestions when we do Hot Tub Talks. So our SEO is great. What is the most memorable or surprising thing that happened to you in a hot tub? That was its question.
Boy, do I have some stories for you. As a college student and having been in many different college hot tubs, I have witnessed my fair share of couples making out right next to me in the hot tub.
Nice.
Not only that, but on top of each other.
Right next to you. You're just sitting there
Yeah. Oh, here. Hold on. It's been weird, but I've made a lot of friends in the hot tub. It's like a community bath.
One of the craziest things that's happened to me is we were in. I think you were there. We were in the hot tub. We were in my hot tub out here, right?
When it was drained and we had to sit in it as it
okay,
filled
that
up.
was great.
That was actually fun.
That was fun.
That was super fun.
That was fun. We were sitting in the hot tub, right? We're hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
And there were girls here, right? And so I had to be the man, right?
I'm the man.
All of a sudden, someone says, "Molly, there's a spider on your head."
Oh no! Why didn't she just dunk underwater?
My sister. I don't know, but she was kind of freaking out. I was like, okay. Somebody was swatted away. It was Megan. Megan's like,
oh yeah,
Molly, there's a spider on your head. We gotta get it out. And I was like, I gotta be the man. I'm just gonna grab it and flick it away, right? And so I went and I grabbed it and I flicked it away, and I was like, ugh, whatever, And then I'd kind of thrown it to the side, and one of the girls there was like, oh my gosh, is it on me? I'm like, no, you're good,
yeah,
you're fine, whatever. I look over. It's still on Molly's head. I had missed. So I had to go back, and I was like, and I did it again. Nobody noticed, but I did it again, and I threw it away. And then this girl, she's still like, man, are you sure? You're sure? And I'm like, I'm sure. I just had to get it again because it was still on Molly. So anyways, that was insane and really scary because I don't like spiders, but testosterone, man.
Testosterone. Hey, man, spiders are a no-no in the hot tub.
I hate spiders.
I just, I'm not really scared of spiders, but I just consider them like a lot of other bugs. I'm just like, if it's on me, I just flick it off.
Yeah.
But, man, I cannot wait for it to warm up so we can have another wild pool basketball game. I'll never forget that. That was so chaotic.
That was so fun. And now that I'm better friends with Smith.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's gonna be great. I have another comment. One more. I assume you're referring to the. So I said write interactive comment for the Hot Tub Talks podcast. I assume you're referring to the podcast by Chip, Wade, and Garrett, who talk about life, the universe, and everything while sitting in a hot tub. There is a possible interactive comment for their podcast. Hey guys, I love your podcast and the way you make me laugh with your banter and tangents. You always say something interesting, and you always have something interesting to say about the topics you choose. I especially enjoy your episode on conspiracy theories and aliens.
What?
Which we don't have, but we were gonna go talk about today.
We were gonna talk about, but we'll save it.
But we'll save it. I don't want to talk about that with Garrett. So
yeah, it would be fun.
But we got carried away talking about Shazam.
Shazam.
I especially enjoyed. I have a question for you. Do you believe in the simulation hypothesis? If so, what do you think is the purpose
like
of our
the Matrix?
simulation?
Like the Matrix?
Yeah. Well, okay.
No, because I already know the truth behind the universe.
And if not, why not? If you like to hear your thoughts, keep it on this in your next Hot Tub Talk. I would love to hear your thoughts on this in your next Hot Tub Talk. Keep up the good work. Thumbs up.
No, I already know the truth behind the universe.
Yeah. I think it's an interesting question. So the simulation theory basically goes that
if you've seen the Matrix, it's essentially that.
It's essentially that. But it's basically the idea that we are getting so advanced that we are almost creating simulations in computers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if those simulations can be sentient, then there's a greater chance that we are a simulation made by a higher thing than that we, so we could be a simulation with inside one, because each simulation would advance to the point of being able to make their own. So at that point, there are so many simulations that it's very, very improbable to be the original, right? I don't think it's true. I don't know, man. It's just, we don't know. It's an interesting thought experiment, but we don't know what goes into life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't know what sentience is. Because the AI we're creating right now cannot think. It thinks it looks like it can think, but it's really just guessing what would sound correct. You know what I mean? So until we understand what makes consciousness, I don't think we can confidently say that anything is a conscious simulation. But no. Anyways.
Yeah.
Because we don't know. So, what is there?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Anyways, yeah. That's Hot Tub Talks.
It's been a good episode. It might be a little shorter than normal, but it's okay.
I actually think it's going to hit dead on.
It might be, yeah. We missed our boy Garrett this time. We missed our boy Garrett. We got some big things coming.
Yeah.
Some more guest stars in the next couple of episodes, and
it's great.
Lots of fun things.
Yeah. Do you want to close out stuff, Wade?
Yeah. Thank you, everybody who's contributed to the Hot Tub Talks in the past, and thank you for all of our listeners. We love you.
I drew this.
It's
a soda can.
It's pretty cool.
I know, right?
It looks like a Pink Floyd album.
Yeah. Oh, I hate Pink Floyd.
What?
You didn't know that? I hate Pink Floyd.
I love Pink Floyd.
I hate Pink Floyd. They're garbage. They have one good song. They have 1.5 good songs. Wish You Were Here and Comfortably Numb.
The Wall is good.
It's boring.
It's the one thing they have in common with Princess
Diana.
It was their last hit.
It
was The Wall.
Have you ever heard? Hang on, let me do some Googling.
No, it's okay. I'm in the middle of closing.
No. Here's a joke.
Thank you so much to everyone who participates and listens to the pod. Thank you in particular to our loyal listeners who are here almost every week.
Do you know who Krista McAuliffe was?
Yeah.
She was the teacher on the Challenger.
Yeah.
Do you know what color her eyes were?
Why would I know that?
Blue. One blue left, one blue right.
No! Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you.
My mom told me that joke.
Thank you for everyone for watching, and thank you to Talbot for the shorts, and thanks for Chip for editing, and thank you to myself for running the Instagram. Bye.
Goodbye.